Hi Aries, and welcome to your Venus Love Tarot reading. This is for those of you that have a Sun in Aries or your Venus in Aries. Venus is moving into Scorpio on October 8th. So from October 8th through October 31st, emotions are intense, it's hot, it's passionate, it's transformational, Aries. So let's get right in and see what Venus is doing for your love life over October while she is in Scorpio. So separated is coming through and followed by magic moment and blinded. Okay. So Aries, Venus is wanting to talk about a situation that you are separated from, or if we are not separated, this would be a commitment where there's a lot of distance that has grown in between, where it's moments we feel totally connected, totally in alignment, and then other times it's just like, you know, there's so much distance. That Tori Amos song, China to New York, right? Or I think it's called China, but she says China all the way from New York, and she's talking about two people lying right next to each other, but it's like they're continents away from each other. So some of you, that could be what's going on in a connection in your life, where it's like moments you guys are on and it's hot and it's fire, and then other times it's just like, you know, do we even exist at all? Like, what's this distance? What's this disconnection? So whether together or apart, Aries, Venus is wanting to talk about this, and this, something about this energy is actually going to change for you guys in October as she moves through Scorpio, because again, Scorpio is very transformational. So some of you, if like you need to end toxic situations where, you know, somebody just can't commit, can't be solid and stable, you will find yourself having the emotional and mental strength to end that situation and move on and not look back. Okay. Also with Scorpio energy, in regards to love and romance, you're going to see deep down, and others are going to see deep down in you, because Scorpio is naturally sees behind the veil. Okay. Scorpio energy can go deep, deep, deep and dark, and, you know, experience all the places that most of us won't go. So all of that's coming up in regards to love and romance as Venus moves through, and, you know, things that need to be said are going to be said. Passions that have been really held back are finally gonna explode, and like, it's, don't tempt yourself in October. That's all I'm gonna say with Venus and Scorpio. Okay. Also, another thing with this, Aries, is some of you, if there's this new love connection that comes in to your life, all right, it can seem like magical and like intense and deep and passionate as Venus is in Scorpio, but then once she moves into Sagittarius, which is all about the soul, that situation may dissolve and dissipate, because it was only like these primal energies, deep emotion and like passion. All right. So just be aware of that for new connections coming in that feel incredibly intense. All right. They may fizzle out as, as Scorpio moves out of as Venus moves out of Scorpio into Sagittarius. Sorry about that. Okay. And look at here, these flew out as I was saying that, Aries. So we have the Two of Wands, the Four of Cups, and then the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I feel any situation that shows up in your life, you know, through October, that's really intense and hot and all of that, just be aware, Aries, it could fizzle out just as fast as, you know, Venus moves into Sagittarius. And this could be inside of you, it could be inside of the other person, it could be mutual. So that is coming through quite strong for some of you. Not all of you, obviously, but let's get back to the main storyline here. We have the Eight of Wands. Here's that surge of energy and passion and fire. And now we have Justice. Ooh. Next out is the Queen of Cups, so could involve a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but that could also be talking about this Venus movement through Scorpio is very intense for you, especially in your emotional body. Ooh, now we have the Ace of Cups. And finally, we have the Five of Pentacles. Aries, those of you, you know, whether you're separated or still with this person where it's like back and forth, this energy, you know, as Venus moves through Scorpio, I definitely see where, you know, we've been rejected. There's love, connection, okay? Justice is also talking about for those of you where somebody really is just truly flaky and not worth your time. You're going to have the eyes to see that no matter if they're trying to blind you or trick you or keep you strung along. Like, when Venus moves into Scorpio, you're just going to see it for what it is, Aries. And you will have the emotional and mental strength to end or cut off any situation such as that, all right? And if that's really resonating and speaking to you, Aries, you're going to feel this so strongly because there is a love that is meant for you that's either coming in or is going to come in when Venus moves into Sagittarius, because we have the Ace of Cups here, all right? But followed by the Five of Pentacles, I feel for those of you where this person just really doesn't care, like it's all about them. They may try to swoop in and be all lovey-dovey and all these things because of this astrology, but you know, with the Five of Pentacles, it's like it ends the same. So Aries, you will have the strength, you will have the foresight, you will have the insight, and you know, no matter how much you like somebody, if they're just a jerk, they're a jerk, okay? And you could do better, and Spirit's trying to bring you better. Now, what makes this complicated is, you know, I do see some separated situations, whether we're physically separated or this is just like, you know, distance and space within a committed relationship, where we are actually having conversation. There's a softening of energies. We're having fun. We're really connected in the emotional body. There's a balancing of energies because the sun is still in Libra for most of October, and justice is the symbol of Libra in the tarot. Okay, so and Libra's 7th house is all about relationships, Aries. And so with this, we have this Eight of Wands, big surge to your 7th house energy, all your relationships and connections, getting you very in tune and in touch with your emotional body to the point where your intuition is on point and you see the truth no matter what's being presented to you, okay? And Aries, you choose love. And what I mean by that is it's not about a person, it's about, you know, loving yourself or desiring a true, real connection. And so, you know, if there's somebody you've been separated from for a while, this isn't somebody who comes, you know, in and out. This is somebody you've been separated for a while. If they come back into your reality and their energy is very soft and it's genuine, because again, you're going to have the insight, Aries, to see the truth of anybody and what they're saying to you, and you see this Ace of Cups in their heart space, then that's your confirmation that yes, they are very serious, okay? Those of you committed, what I see in this is where, you know, we are really getting on the same page. There is this magic moment, this energy encompassing both of you where you both are feeling each other in your heart space, more of an emotional thing than it has been maybe in a while, all right, Aries? But the distance that has existed in, you know, committed connections, you guys are overcoming that while Venus is in Scorpio, and it's a very intense, like, emotional experience bonding between the two of you, and I do see like a reignition of passion. All right, now single Aries out there, listen, I see a lot of attention coming your way, but like I said, just be cautious, be wary, because it can be fast and furious and hot and passionate and intense, but also dissipate just as quickly. So let's pull some more cards and get some more insight. All right, we've got true forgiveness. That's coming out right under Justice here. We have passionate intimacy. We've been seeing that, and that's right under this Queen of Cups. And empathic connection, and that's coming out under this Ace of Cups. So Aries, boom, right there. Those of you in committed relationships, I do see heart to heart, like energy balancing, karma balancing, relationships being at the forefront of your heart and mind, as well as your partner's heart and mind, okay? And this reignition to the passion and chemistry and connection between the two of you, because empathic connection, that's where you are both really feeling each other in the emotional body, all right? So those of you in committed relationships, whatever's kind of created this distance, you guys are coming back together so strongly, falling in love all over again, forgiveness taking place, you know, just whatever has happened here, Aries, you guys are overcoming it. Some of you who have been separated from somebody for a while, I feel like at least 8 weeks, 8 months, like a while. If they return, Aries, listen, you will have the foresight, the insight, the gut instinct to know whether they are presenting you truth or if they're trying to manipulate you. And if you are feeling them in your heart, in your soul, there's no question you're picking up on their true vibes, all right? And that's how you should make your decision. And then lastly, you know, Aries, for some of you, there is somebody who I feel is back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but because of this alignment with Venus and Scorpio, like, you're going to know, there's no question whether it's the answer you want or not, you're going to know whether they're true and they're serious and they have the stamina to actually commit and the longevity of it and be there and be supportive and be a good partner, or if they're just blowing in and you're entertaining it because you miss them, okay? You're going to know the difference, and it's really up to you what you want to do. I say don't even waste your time. You'll have the strength to let that go, because there's better, much better love up ahead for you, 1000% for sure. And single Aries, you guys might have a lot of attention going on, feeling a lot of connection with many people in October with these cards. So let's pull 2 final cards, Aries. Other outside influences and in pursuit. Ooh. All right, Aries, outside influences, those of you who are in committed relationships, again, you guys are overcoming some stuff, some big, heavy stuff that has separated you, moving you back into a place of magic. And some of you do have somebody that is going to return back into your reality, and we've already discussed, you know, the 2 sources of that. But Aries, ultimately, it's a time of deep emotion and truth, and you see the truth. There's no denying it. We all see the truth, and we blind ourselves, you know, because the veil is thinnest in October as well. So what you're feeling, what you're sensing, what you're picking up on is the truth, and it's up to you what you want to do with that, you know. And those of you where this is just a bad situation, Aries, I say wash your hands, walk away, and let Spirit lead you into this beautiful new romance, okay? So those are your messages, Aries. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.